Now arrived at Welcome to another edition of Autistic on Tour. Today we are in Margate and let's go and see what we can find. It's quite a foggy day today, so but we can still see things, so okay, for people who don't know, Margate is another seaside space in Kent to go to. So I'm going slowly through all of the different ones around the big bump of the UK, really. I'll put up a little picture showing the big bump because I think everyone's seen what England looks like, but you know, gives people some kind of representation. Also, we've got a big seagull population around the centre. If you're staying over, there's a Premier Inn right next to the station. Okay, so as far as I can tell, it's walking in this direction that we're going to now at the moment, and down, and everything will be that we're doing in that direction. Nothing's open quite yet because I'm about an hour early before anything opens, so there'll be a bit of a walk down the seafront and filling in space as much as but yeah. Okay, so there's something called Dreamland on this side. So it looks like a venue. And then we've got the beachfront with sand, so we're hit this part of the coast. Got some amusements right in front of us. Which does seem to be open at the moment. Ooh, they're open. Like the big Cookie Monster. Mechanical elephant, called an interesting name for a Wetherspoons. So I think I need to swap here and go across the road and go up there, I think. Let's do that. Yeah, I'm going on the right space. Phone is telling me I'm going round, so that's one thing. As I say, we've got about 45 minutes before the first thing I'm going to do is open, so got plenty of time to just wander. Okay, so there are things in Margate. Trying to think off the top of my head. There was that whole list of things that will pop up before this starts. Well, there's the Turner, of course, is important here. Tracy Emin. There's a Crab Museum, which is what we're walking towards. Smoke and Co. is just across the road, which I'm hoping to go and have lunch at later on. There's barbecue and all that kind of thing, but I wanted to give it a go for ages. So there's some, I was say I won't see everything today, but I will see as much as I can. That I've got like a 4 o'clock deadline, so gonna fit so many things in. But there seems to be lots of places to eat, like cafes and all these other stuff around, so you won't be stuck with food. Well, over the road is our first stop. It's not open till 11, so I've got a bit of time, but we'll have a look around what else we've got in this area and then we can have a come back. But that's where we're going, and it's upstairs. So, just a little market stalls setting up and doing things at the moment. Galleries. There are signs around on some of the caps asking to pay in cash, so that's something to be accounted for, that you might need some cash on you when you're going around. But this is one of the places that was in Interior Design Masters on the BBC, the Soul Food Cafe there. I'm not sure when it's open, because it doesn't have a thing on the door, but I might try and go in there later, depending on if I have time. So, but at least that's one cool thing you can actually find reasonably easily from finding from TV.
Crabs come from eggs, and the eggs, when they hatch, poo out of them. Yes, poo sort of forward out. Yeah. Yeah. They know how to cook. So they can, they're really enthusiastic. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it's
Okay, the Crab Museum is definitely worth seeing. It is very tiny, but it means that you have, especially if you arrive early, there won't be massive amounts of people in there. There was a few people in when I was in, but it wasn't too bad. I can imagine it gets really quite busy later on, but I thought it was interesting and an enjoyable experience. So, give it a go. If you're in Margate, give it a go. And it's hit 11 o'clock, so quite a lot of things seem to be open. It's opening up at the moment, so all the vintage stalls, all that stuff is opening up. I might go over the road and see if I can at least see the Turner, even if I can't necessarily film in that, I can at least hopefully take some pictures and show you kind of what's inside. Very, very foggy now. Oh, and the fish shop is open. It's an interesting shaped building anyway. Okay, so there's like lots of these places have a cafe in them. Better weather, some deck chairs. Well, at the moment the Turner is changing their exhibition over, so there is nothing to see apart from the cafe at the moment and the shop. So let's go and find some more things we can find. Yeah, there's a proper fog going on at the moment. Fog is so much better than pouring down with rain. I mean, you can't see them on the beach on this camera, but there are still tons of people on the beach. Okay, there's definitely a smell of wet sand and diesel in Margate. Okay, so Smoke & Co does open at 12, so got a bit of time to waste. So, what do you usually do when people need to waste time in the coastal sub-town? Arcades! Margate is the first place I've seen that has had the dance machines right at the door. Because usually they put them further back. Okay, so some of those are machines, the 2p ones, machines if you like them. Some of the ones in there were not working particularly well. They got the coins stuck quite a lot. I'm not sure if it's because they've set it so people can't do like multiple coins at the same time, or one after the other really quickly, like fast draw. And you basically everything is right next to the road, but that is very coastal town, so. I would say that was reasonably nice barbecue. I mean, I would definitely say go to it. It's not as pull apart as it could be in terms of barbecue, but it was still generally really nice. Did play Britney Spears through the entire time I was in there, though, so depends on that puts you off at all. But yeah, it was really nice. It was really filling, and they asked if I wanted dessert, and I was like, nah, I think I'm okay. And see if I can find the Margate Caves and see if that's good to look at. I do like the little flamingos. But yeah, let's keep going. Again, with me finding things up hills. Many, many hills. But yeah. Well, got myself lost again. I think I should be a little bit onto the next street, but Google Maps told me to be here, so I think it's the next one. So let's give it a go. At least the fog has just gone into clouds now, so or something. And you know, if I can't find it, I've still wasted some calories, so that's at least something. Oh, the big thing with sign with caves on it. That's probably helpful. I'm going to put some pictures up of the caves because you can't film in there. It's really interesting experience, and the person that they had down there that was telling you the information, Liam, was really interesting, of telling all the facts about everything. So I would say the caves are not big, or in terms of you don't walk around for miles or anything, but they are really interesting, and the history of everything is told at the top, and then a lot more of the history is told by Liam or whoever you will see when you're there. It's a generally interesting experience, and it's actually a really calm space to be in when there's not that many people about. I was visiting at the beginning or middle of November, kind of the afternoon, so not the busiest space. We're back to the beach. As I say, I have not travelled that far for any of these things between them. I've cut some bits and pieces out just because of, interest really. But they are all easy to get to, and you can actually see the seafront properly now. Not on this camera, but you can actually see it. So I'll go closer and we'll have a look. Back to actually seeing our landscape. This is the information centre, and that's the harbour down there. So there's the Discover Margate map. The information centre is a good place to pick up leaflets about what you can see and what you can do. If you say you've used up all the stuff you wanted to do, you can find some more things to do. Or, as what I've done, future planning for future videos, because it's always helpful. I mean, the seafront looks reasonably nice at the moment. It's still a bit muggy even. It's a decent place to go for a day trip from London. So, if you can find a way of doing 2 trains instead of 4, which sometimes it tells you to do depending on where you live in London. But yeah, I would say give Margate a go. Some things are shut and things are, you can tell that there are some kind of economic issues around. But it's still a nice place to be, and it's just nice to be by the sea. To be fair, if you like the sea, then it's quite nice, and also it's quite nice to be next to a sandy beach, really. Well, the little fish seafood place, Manning's, is pretty busy. We've got lots of people out front of it, so I'm a bit stuffed to try and get an oyster or anything at the moment. So, oh yeah, and there is a Viking coastal trail around here, because of course Vikings were rolled quite a lot around here. You know, this is only my part of seeing Margate. There's lots of other stuff left to see that I didn't necessarily choose to see, and you know, you could just sit on the seafront and enjoy yourself. It's been, I think I arrived here just after 10, and now it's about 2:30 or so in the afternoon. I'm kind of reaching my limit I'm reaching my limit, I think, a little bit, just because I've had a really tiring week. So actually trying to do a lot more stuff, my brain isn't quite there at the moment. So I know I'm not showing as much as I could do, but I'm doing as much as I can, which is, you know, but this is also how my channel works, is that it shows that you can travel, but you need to work on your limits. So that when I started, they were just painting over what was there originally, and now they've finished, or you know, they're going through what they're doing now. So some more interesting artworks to be put on in Margate. It is very arts based because, of course, of the connections it has. I haven't necessarily shown you as many arts things as I could have done, but as I say, there's a lot to explore in the old town and around. So should be fun to you today if you like that stuff. Comment, like, subscribe. Comment if you come to Margate and say what you like or what you didn't like about it. Always useful, and it's nice to know what people are interested in the videos. So, hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.